Hello, and I am gonna show you how to assemble a ride-on 12-volt Jeep. It's a newer model, so we have two previous older models. This is the new one, coming out 2016.
Flash.
So we got front window. We've got these four, they're like wheel covers. Not sure what the manual calls them, but it looks like that, and there should be four of them. We got these thingies. So these are for the front axles, I believe.
Okay.
We've got two of these. These will go on the back wheels, connecting to the motors. Got a steering wheel. And then two side mirrors. And then we've got the back part of the Jeep. What else we got? We got this whole thing. So we got the car itself. We've got a back seat here. Back seat, wheel 1, wheel 2, and wheel 4. Bottom of the box, find a steering hook which has a bend in it, and you have a rear axle which is a straight bar. And then we have two rims each. They call rims. And we have, I believe this is either a front guard or a rear guard. Inside we'll have a manual, a charger, and then we got heaps of stuff with this one. So this is the remote control that comes with it. It's pretty cool. So we got a bag of screws, washers, nuts, and two tools. They're like sockets. You see the black ones, they're to tighten the nuts. And we've got a bag of these things. These are silver bits that go on the front or back. But we'll find out soon. So what we'll do first is flip the car over. Just careful about the motors and stuff. Just make sure you catch it as you flip it over. Yeah, they're a bit loose at the moment. So we just need to be careful. As we turn it over, let it land safely on the ground, and you should be good. It's actually been held up, so it's fine. Okay, so first things first, we want to put on these two things. We'll be getting 8 screws out. All the screws are the same size, so you just need to get 8 out. So we got 8 screws, and we'll put them in. Either way is fine because it's symmetrical. So I'll put them in and we'll screw away. Okay, so there is a sneaky bit here. There's a front axle that's just been lodged into there. I need to get that out. I need to rescue it. I was wondering why this was a little strange. Good old saving space. It's a little difficult to get out, but you can get it out. Alright, so all we gotta do is get this steering rod. You'll see there's a little foot peg like things at the end there. That goes in the white bit where the grooves are, where it sits nicely. So when we push this through, we'll push this through, and I'll just stand this up so you'll know where it's supposed to come out. So as we push it through, it's meant to come out in the middle right there. As we can see, it is coming through. There we go. Very easy. So, since that thing is turned, we'll turn that as well to make sure it sits flush on that. So it goes like that. We'll just turn it a bit just to straighten it out. From here, we will put on the front axle. Sweet. Nice. Okay, cool. So we get the front axle along with 8 screws pre-prepared. So we put it down. It matches with the front hook down like that. Cool. Start screwing in the fours. Okay, cool. So we'll get that rear axle off of this, off of the front steering. So we've got the rear axle off. We will need to take out 2 motors. Right. So we'll just turn it around for now. And you've got to remember which one's which. Well, this one's been labelled right, so you'll know which one goes where. But the thing is, we have to unplug these cables. So from here I usually get a Vivid and just mark where it connects. So that will be, you know, so I'll write R. So when it connects it makes a full R, so I'll remember. Next one I'll just write L. Sweet. So we'll disconnect these. Cool. So the right motor's gone. This motor's gone. Put them aside for now. And then from here, we'll first put through the axle. So the rear axle goes through over here. This bit there. So I'm coming in from the other side. Cool, just jump through like that. So for the rest of the thing, so for each side we need 2 washers, a wheel, one of these, a nut, a wheel cover, yeah, so a hub, trimming of the hub.
Hub trimming.
Hub. Yeah, we'll first place on a washer. Then we'll put on the motor. So the motor, the axle goes through that hole there, and this bit here goes in the hole in the body. So make sure you put that wire in. And it's in. So for the wheel and this cog thing, we put it in this bit, and you'll see the clips, the 4 clips.
Yeah.
There's 4 holes. Straight in there. Just press it in. It's all in until it all clicks into place. Place that wheel in. Connect it to the teeth of the motor, and it's in. Sweet. So we have we're just going to get the other side sorted as well. So we need a couple of washers, a nut, a wheel, one of these cogs for the wheel, and one of these, and finally one of these, and our motor. So we'll go around the other side. I'll just turn the vehicle around. And then we'll first get the washer to go in.
Yeah.
And then we will, this motor in.
The grunty motor.
So the axle goes through there, that goes through that hole. So that's in. Now, we're going to get a wheel in. So that's the wheel there, that's the cog, same as before. Just line it up, click it into place. Cool, that's good. Now we match this cog to that. Cool, now sometimes there's not enough axle coming out. So that's when you push it from the other side. Now we got to put a washer and a nut on one side. So just hand tighten it for now, and then another washer and a nut on the other side. Ooh.
And then tighten them both up at the same time.
Yeah. Grab these tools that were in the screw pack. Both turn clockwise at the same time, so you can't anymore. Okay, so that's good. Now we'll grab one of these and put that on. Make sure you match it to the right ones. There's 8 holes, and there's 4 clip-ins here. And you get this skinny one, and you get to the other 4 holes. So you gotta line it up. And then, cool. Finally, we just get one of these white things and chuck that on there. Make sure it clicks in. Now other side, same thing. So first we get this thing, match it to the 4 that it fits on. And this big thing, and match it on the outside. And it's all matched up. And finally get that little white bit, and that's the rear wheel complete. The manual will say on page number 6 that there's an iron pipe. That is wrong. It will have a gearbox exactly the same as this one here. So that's just to clarify, in case you have this kind of manual. Now we'll just do the front wheels. Similar, you get 2 washers, you get a wheel, get one of these white things, get one of these chrome things. Cool, so you first put on a washer. That should fit straight on. We put the hollow end of the wheel in first. Then we put the second washer on. Right on that little axle. Get the nut. And tighten it until you can't. Get your tool. Tighten it, keep spinning it and keep tightening it. Okay, now it's starting to slow down, so you want to loosen a tiny bit so the wheel moves freely. Cool. Now after that, we get this little thing, and we will place it in the 4 bits that it matches to. And get the white version, and then you match it onto the outside grooves that are made for it. This, we get that little white thing from the screw pack. Finish off a front wheel. Same thing, get a wheel, get a nut, 2 washers, this hubcap thing, and then the white version of it, and then finally that end piece. Washer on first, and then wheel on, hollow end in. Right, now we got that. So we put another washer on, and tighten it, get the tool, tighten it some more, spin the wheel while you're tightening it so you can check whereabouts. Stop tightening. That's pretty tight and that's going pretty well, so that's good. Then we just need this thing here. Match it into the grooves that it's made for. 2, 3, 4. And the remainder grooves are for this one. There we go. That's one. Cap on the end. There we go. That's the front wheels finished. Next we'll go for the steering wheel. Okay, for the end of the steering wheel, we get the last nut and we just tighten that up. Now we'll put the steering wheel on. For the steering wheel to go on, we need a steering wheel, this long machine screw, and this tiny, tiny nut. Before we put it on, we will connect the 2 bits together. So, there we go. Now it's connected. I'm going to push it in. You'll see on the driving rod a hole going through it. Yeah, and then through the steering wheel there's a hole going through it also. And we need to put the nut in the side that has a hexagonal hole. Just put that nut in there. Place that. Keep a finger on top of that nut in case it falls off. And we'll place it down the rod. we'll make sure the wire is fed through first, otherwise there'll be complications. Just feed that through first, and then we'll place it in. Have a look for the hole. If you can't find it, put your hand underneath where the steering wheel rod is and push it up. Can you see? That one there, we're just going to push that up as I try to level it together. I'm just pushing up that steering wheel rod while I'm pushing down the steering wheel until I can line it up. So now I can see a hole through, a clear hole through. Can you see that?
Yes, I can.
Cool. So I will put through the machine screw, holding the other end where the nut is, and I'll start screwing it in. So you must, you just keep going through, and then you'll start feeling the nut coming out. Now we get the front windscreen, and we place it in here. There's clipping places that you can see all throughout, and it just matches. So we just set that on, match it all up, make sure it's all lined up. So that end's lined up. There you go. Okay, so that's so we need 2 screws. Sweet. Side view mirrors. You just clip it in. There we go. For this back bolt, we have loose wire. So before we clip it in, we're going to need to put this loose wire in this hole over here. That's next to this thing over here. And then we just place it in there and let it feed it throughout this hole here, so that we can connect these two here. So once that is fed through, just line this up first. Before we clip it in, we'll line it up. Okay, and at the same time, clip it in. Cool, so that's clipped in.
Yeah.
So before we had, we disconnected our motors, so now we connect them. We have the 2 of them here. So remember, we marked out which one to where. So right to right, left to left. Okay, so the motors are connected, that's connected. Finally, we just need to put in the seats. For the seats, we'll need to put out the seat belts first. Before we do this, we'll need to test it out. So there'll be a loose red wire, and there'll be a part of the battery that has red on it we have to connect. I'll just connect that together. Just make sure it's off first. Connecting bits together. Cool, so all connected. We'll turn it on. Cool. Yeah. So make sure the switch is on M for manual, so that means we're controlling it from the car, not remote control, not RC. Yeah. So we have it on back, we have it on low speed, and we'll check out the wheels. Cool, that's low speed reverse. Going in a high speed. Then let's see the wheel. High speed reverse, we'll put it on forward on the red button, F. And then let's see high speed forward. And then low speed of forward. We'll check that as well. Cool, we're all working. Put on the chair. There we go. Cute. Put that in. Okay, so for this you have to push the seat quite back to get to the screw hole point. Can't see any holes there, but if you push it hard enough, you'll see a screw hole. That's where we target. Same thing here, push it all the way in. You can't see the screw hole at the moment, but push it hard enough and we will. So we're putting the back cage on.
Yep.
There's already 2 screws up here that are placed, so we'll just take those off, apply these. So pretty much you squeeze those bits and put it into these 2 holes. Make sure the tops are going into those holes. Make sure the middle bits are going into the middle bits holes, and then we will press. So we heard a click there. So those are all in. And for the screws that we've just taken out, we put it back in. Cool. And then finally, we just get these two bits here, go around the front.
Yep.
And then these two front bits, in case you want to tow this. There you go.
Nice.
Now, while riding, adult supervision is required at all times. Always wear a helmet when riding. Do not drive near roads or on the footpath. It is not recommended to drive the vehicle on wet surfaces or on slopes greater than 15 degrees. It is not recommended to ride this vehicle on sandy or soft surfaces. Do not use this vehicle outdoors when it's raining. Make sure you come to a complete stop before changing directions from forward to back. Don't allow children to operate the charger or play with the battery. Clean the car with a dry cloth only. Please follow the correct weight and age limits allowed to drive this vehicle. It is prohibited to change the circuit or add other electrical parts. Adults must teach their children about safe driving procedures. Please cut off the power when not in use. Check the seat whether if it's been fitted and secured with a bolt before driving. Inspect wires and connections of the vehicle periodically. Don't mix new and old batteries. Charging the batteries should only be done by adults. A charging plug is located underneath the seat. Yeah, so right there. So that's where you put your charger in. In order to avoid accidents, please ensure the vehicle is safe before riding. Check all wire plugs and connections periodically. Thank you.